Welcome back, everybody. We're back together with another video. And Disney Plus has a new show under the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's called Agatha All Alone. It's about a show of witches. I believe it actually ties into WandaVision. Did you actually see WandaVision?
Yeah, we saw it like episode 1 and 2. And
I believe I saw like 4 or 5 episodes. It was really boring at the beginning.
It was boring, yeah.
So I didn't finish it. But apparently I believe her character is actually in the show. Maybe I missed it. It's been a while. But I never finished it. Well, apparently this show, man, is going to hit the woke jackpot when it comes to LGBTQ stuff in the TV show. And like I said, this show's not out yet, but this definitely seems like The Acolyte on steroids. Because what was all the talking points about The Acolyte? Representation, gayness, wokeness, all that stuff. But based on what we actually know about this show, it's really, really going to actually be in the show. And she's talking about a gay explosion by the end of the show. So they're going to build up on the gayness, I guess, in each episode. This, in my opinion, sounds like a disaster.
I would think so, especially is in the Disney universe.
Yeah.
I mean, is it for kids?
It's MCU. It's supposed to be for kids. And I mean, Disney doesn't have a problem pushing gay propaganda on kids. Remember Lightyear?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bomb, right?
Yeah.
So now this show right now is going to have more propaganda. It says the series starring Catherine Hahn as the defrocked 300-year-old witch Agatha Harkness is set to debut this week on Disney Plus for a 9-episode limited run. The series follows the witch Harkness as she sets out to travel the Witch's Road in an effort to get her magic back after her disastrous encounter with Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, in 2021's WandaVision. That's 3 years ago, and I really can't remember the show. Like I said, we didn't finish it. Mm-hmm. Accompanied by a mysterious goth teen, Jo Locke, the witch meets a group of fellow witches who she leads on the journey. The series has been touted for its LGBTQ representation, and the stars on the red carpet are driving that narrative home. My God. Just like The Acolyte. I'm definitely getting Acolyte vibes. For instance, Aubrey Plaza, who plays Green Witch, Rio Vidal, was excited about the gay content of the series and agreed with an interviewer that the show gets gayer and gayer as show goes on, adding, quote, "It will be a gay explosion by the end."
I hope they don't put the representation in, because it seems like this TV show is kind of interested because it's talk about the witches, and it might be similar to the TV show Sleepy Hollow, maybe? Or Sleepy Hollow is not really about the witches.
It's not about witches, but it's definitely
it has the
witches. Or maybe it's actually going to be like Charmed or something like that, but with like a Disney vibe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But those kind of TV shows, they don't have the representation in it. Like Sleepy Hollow, they don't have all those.
Well, Sleepy Hollow has a whole bunch of black people in the show.
Well, yeah, but it just...
The witches are mainly like English people, so it's mainly going to be white people. But I don't know the similarities between the two.
I don't see much representation, the book ideology in Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow wasn't well, but we're in a whole different era. Sleepy Hollow came out like 10 years ago. Listen into Aubrey Plaza right here.
The chemistry between you and Catherine in the first episode, I describe it as Law and Order. meets Basic Instinct meets Bound.
Go on. You're speaking my language. All of that. Yes. More. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Get gayer and gayer as each episode goes.
Yes, darling, but I can't tell you how. I can't tell you anything. But yes, it will be a gay explosion by the end of it.
Wow, a gay explosion. Wow.
I think it will be okay if it's not a Disney TV show because Disney is more toward kids.
Well,
But
you remember that movie that came out, what was it called? Bros? It's a gay comedy. Completely bombed at the box office. I mean, it was a disaster, not for Disney. It was for adults. And guess what? Even gay people didn't go see it. Nobody wanted to see it. I'm just being honest, man. The gay propaganda doesn't sell. That cannot be the driving point to actually get people, even if they're gay, to go see it. And they're driving home, oh, it's going to be gay. That's not going to make people watch it. It may actually turn people off from watching it.
yeah, it may, but I'm saying if it's not a Disney TV show and has some like girl or guy kissing, like in the House of Dragon, the queen, she was
Yeah.
kissing.
But the thing is, though, in the House of the Dragon, yeah, she kissed that woman, but they weren't pushing, homosexuality.
Yeah, they're
Like
not.
for
That's what I'm
example,
saying.
here's another example right here. The interview with the vampire TV show on ABC, not ABC, but AMC Plus. If you read the Vampire Chronicles, yeah, there's gay stuff in the books, but the books aren't driven by gay stuff. Now, in the show, they definitely put more gay stuff than what was actually in the original book, Interview with the Vampire, but people liked it because the story was good. So people were actually giving it praise. But in a show like this, they're pushing the gay propaganda, thinking that people are actually going to tune in because it's gay. So what? If you don't have a good story, nobody's going to care. Look at this right here. Witches are queer inherently. Listen to this.
It's been described to me that Agatha is the gayest project Marvel has ever done. Agree?
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Why is it?
You'll see. You'll see when you watch it. But, I think witches are queer inherently just because we are outcast and, set aside for many reasons. And I think this show shows a really good representation of different types of people and that we can all use the power we have within to, go forth and be great.
Wow. This sounds like it's going to be a complete disaster. A complete disaster.
Maybe they can make it like the TV show that we saw on Netflix. It's called The Witches by, what is the guy's name?
I don't know. I don't remember the show. But still, I mean, Disney, they have their own path in the way they want to do things. They've learned nothing, apparently, still. And I think that this show is going to bomb. It's going to bomb. They're talking about these witches are inherently queer. Yeah, same thing in Acolyte. And guess what? The worst episodes in that show were with the lesbian witches. Those are the worst episodes. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Gonna leave it right there, guys. We have to see what happens with this show. But Agatha all along, not looking good at all. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.